I'm Harsha Rajasimha and the founder of Jeeva Informatics Solutions. We are a mission-driven startup on a mission to increase diversity, inclusion, and access to patients globally to clinical trials. And we help biotech pharmaceutical companies efficiently execute their clinical trials. We have been on this journey for the last 4 years. We just started our 5th year last week. It's been a terrific journey with customer discovery and engaging with numerous sponsors and early adopters. We have built, validated the platform, and it's in use in more than 10 customer clinical trials right now. And we have established several channel partnerships and distribution agreements in the last year. So we are well positioned to achieve over $1 million in annual revenue this year. As we know, clinical trials are long and complex processes to bring innovative new medicines to market and to patients who need them. But most of them suffer from severe inefficiencies, both cost and timeline-wise. So we went out and asked clinical trial operators what's the reason why they cost over $2.5 billion to bring one drug to market and take more than 7 years after getting into clinical trial phases. And we identified several areas there. One key bottleneck which has been in the spotlight lately is the severe lack of diversity, equity, inclusion, and access. And by that, it's not just race and ethnicity, but also age, gender, and most importantly, the zip code where patients are located. And we heard almost all clinical trials are delayed during the site setup and patient recruitment phase in particular. And that's because many eligible participants decline to enroll because of the location of the site, the frequency of travel to the clinical trial sites. And there is 1 in 4 patients who decline primarily due to the travel burden associated with participation. And that can cost sponsors $600,000 to $8 million in lost recurring revenue on their drug or device, which has a limited patent life post commercialization. Those that get past this recruitment barrier, about 30% of patients drop out during the course of a trial, making missed appointments, missed data, and patient dropout a major concern as well. Right now is a great time to be enabling efficiency and driving efficiency in clinical trials, as life science industry has been very slow to adopt these digital platforms in the past. Not anymore since the pandemic, and FDA guidances are very supportive and encouraging of that, and has been very proactive in driving this change, much needed, as well as the guidance on increasing diversity and access by FDA is encouraging sponsors, but also requiring them to include a plan on how they plan to achieve that. This is a well-established e-clinical solutions market estimated at about $16 billion by 2027 by multiple market reports. And every year, about 30,000 new clinical trials are started globally. Totally about 88,000 trials are currently underway. We expect to achieve about 500 of these 30,000 trials on an annual basis within the next couple of years. When we asked customers what platforms and tools they are using, mostly piecemeal approach, a la carte tools, creating significant inefficiencies and significant burden on clinical trial operators, literally having to log into 30 different tools to make one study successful. So we built a platform that addresses many of these challenges, essentially minimizing the burden both on patients of travel and logistics, but also on sites and investigators teams to essentially make these sliding diamonds, orange diamonds, move left or right, depending on the protocol and the patient preferences, making it a single login for all of these activities to occur seamlessly. And that's our solution, is a modular B2B SaaS with all these modules, which are plug and play and protocol fit with the single platform, but has multiple benefits of helping increase diversity, but minimizing the burden, and CEO-led customer support, which makes the initial heavy lift during the patient recruitment phase go smoothly, and hence de-risking the entire therapeutic drug development process. And the platform is US patent pending since 2020 and fully compliant with all the regulatory requirements. Our early customers are loving it and providing great feedback, and they are vocal and public about this on Capterra and press releases. So we are very excited to take these case studies to scale this to the next level, and carving unique differentiation with our competitors in making this fully seamlessly integratable with other modules, with our API-based integration approach, as well as DEI being a key differentiator. We have a SBIR proposal pending with NIH under review right now for a fast track, since we have preliminary data to support our case here. Our modular pricing makes it very attractive for both end-to-end full study execution, but also where only a e-consent or a patient-reported outcomes or a telemedicine module might be of interest. And so anywhere from $10,000 to $60,000-$75,000 is the range at which we are currently selling, and that increases beyond that based on larger studies with larger number of patients beyond the first 100, which is covered in the base subscription. And we also have add-on professional services like biostatistics, medical writing, and so on. We have achieved over 100,000 in ARR last year, and well positioned to achieve a couple million in revenue this year, leading to a Series A round. And, this is the traction chart so far, with about 450,000 in non-dilutive grants received both from federal and state of Virginia grants, and about $3 million in grant proposals are pending under review right now, and 2.2 million raised from all these sources until now. And we were featured in the Everest Peak Matrix for decentralized clinical trial platforms globally, and very excited about our partnerships with Uncommon Cures and other CROs. Some of them are under confidentiality, so not on this slide, but many more partnerships that will get us to the targets that we have this year. So we have been very lean, mean operations and achieved several milestones with limited cash and equity until now, and well positioned to get this year with the 700K round right now, leading to the break-even point, as well as the revenue range that our VCs have expressed interest for a Series A round within the next year. And we have the right team in place from medical, technical, and sales as compliance, which are all critical for achieving our goals. And that's our advisory board with significant experience in the sponsor and CRO space, as well as human-computer interactions and usability and capital finance space as well. So our exit strategy, we have been receiving acquisition offers. There is a significant interest in cloud-based platform technology in the last couple of years, and we believe there is a 100 to 400 million exit opportunity here in the next couple of years once we get close to that 500 clinical trial stage, but potentially even an IPO and $1 billion plus valuation is also a possibility. So we are seeking a 10 million in Series A round within the next year, but for right now, we have a current raise of 700,000 in seed series. 200,000 has already been committed. We are still seeking 500,000, and we are offering a significant discount on the cap compared to the kind of acquisition offers we have received last year at 9.1 million cap, and 8% interest and 15% discount. This whole journey is personal to me, as I have lost a child to a rare disease in 2012, as well as a younger brother to diabetes in 2017. He battled diabetes and lifestyle challenges for 14 years since he was a teenager. And I have seen how disadvantaged individuals can be when they are remote and not in Boston or Bay Area or Houston, and unable to access the latest innovations and medical innovations. And so I think having a digital platform and gaining access to patients remotely benefits both the sponsors as well as patients. So I thank you for this opportunity and listening, and welcome you to join us in this journey.